Hey, jailer, jailer, throw away your key. Jailer, jailer, throw away your key. Jailer, jailer, don't set me free from my cage. Better than your cage.
At the end of the 5 years after with Bill Monroe, that was 2 bands, Earth Opera, Seatrain, and big experiences recording for major labels, Elektra and Capitol. But bluegrass was always there, you know, but you have to find the people that can play the bluegrass with you. And I thought I was going to move back to Nashville, but instead, I moved on to California and joined up with my old friend David Grisman and Jerry Garcia. And Jerry Garcia had already been going 10 years with the Grateful Dead, so it wasn't that the 70s were the beginning of the explosion. The 70s were just the next part of it.
Yes.
And Old and in the Way, being a bluegrass band, surprised a lot of people, but it was Jerry Garcia's first love.
Bigger than your truck. Your truck is out of luck, 'cause my truck just loves to keep on trucking. Hey, jailer, jailer, throw away your key. Jailer, jailer, throw away your key. Jailer, jailer, don't set me free.
From different point of views, you've been in touch with the folk scene for 40 years or so, maybe more. How changed the folk scene in the United States in these years?
The scene in the States?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of new bands, I wouldn't know what to say, really. I played the Telluride Festival for 30 years, and it's always the young kids coming for that experience.
Yes.
And what I mean to them, maybe something historical related to, you know, playing with Jerry Garcia, Old and in the Way. But I know Old and in the Way was playing music before these kids were born, so it's hard to know exactly, you know. They're like my grandchildren.
Yeah. What about the new generation of bluegrass musicians? What do you see now?
It's great. It's
Yes.
great. You know, you have Sierra Hull, Alison Krauss, Chris Thiele. I would say bluegrass is the explosion now.
Yeah.
You know, what we did, I never thought of as anything other than just trying to play straight bluegrass. But I'm a songwriter. That has become my expression. And so writing songs and playing them bluegrass style adds something different, like in The Land of the Navajo, Midnight Moonlight. That's different for the music. So just trying to play my songs makes it different.
Yes.
Yeah. And I keep writing.
Yeah,
Keep writing.
and keep playing and keep touring.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Papa's name was Hannibal, Mama was Hannah Mariah. Everything we owned got all burned up in the Great Depression fire. Stripped our minds into one crop farming, drained the green earth dry. We lost it all till only love was left, 'cause love the one thing money can't buy. Yeah, we're all Dust Bowl children, singing a Dust Bowl song. Well, the crops won't grow and the dust just blows. When the green fields are gone, when the green grass growing fields are gone, when the green fields are gone, when the green grass growing fields are gone.
And what about the new band you have, Keith Little? And
Oh, I have a band in the United States.
yes,
We even called it the Peter Rowan Bluegrass Band.
Yes.
Keith Little on the 5-string banjo.
Great.
And, a man with history too. Long history.
yes, Vern Williams. You played with Vern Williams.
So
I know it.
he's got a 30-year career. And then we got a young player, Michael Witcher, playing dobro. His brother Gabe Witcher plays with
I know it.
the Punch Brothers, Chris Thiele. So it's still an expansion of the musical family. So we have young player and another longtime bluegrass player, Keith Little, on the 5-string banjo and great singer, and he was with the Ricky Skaggs band for years, as well as Vern Williams. And let's see, young kid Chris Henry playing mandolin with us. And I kind of, instead of being the Peter Rowan Bluegrass Band now, it's kind of like the Peter Rowan Bluegrass world, it's mostly the same players, but also for me it's more worth it artistically to bring like 2 fiddles and really do the bluegrass style right. I'm not interested so much in changing anything, but just even going deeper into what real bluegrass is.
Yeah.
And those are the songs I've been writing.
On the trail of the buffalo, ooh, the wind blows cold in the land of the Navajo. Of the Navajo, with 100 miles from nowhere, out on the desert sand, one-eyed Jack the trader held some turquoise in his hand. By his side sat a running elk, his long-time Indian friend. He vowed that he would stay by Jack until the bitter end. Jack had gambled everything he owned to lead this wandering life. He might have had a happy home.
You've been abroad 100 times, and you've been in several European countries. Do you see any kind of difference between the different, talking about the audiences, the people and musicians, from an American point of view, I mean?
You know, I've played in Ireland and England and Scotland quite a bit, but to come to the continent is more interesting in some ways. I don't speak all the languages. In fact, I feel dyslexic in 3 languages at this point. But to come to Italy, it's always been an audience that has a serious respect for the music, you know, and that's nice. You know, it's hard, you know, in the States we play festivals and there's a lot of young kids. They're very excited about all the music and it's great. But to come here and to play for people who still have a sense of classical music and theater, and it's just a very different type of experience here in the Czech Republic. And this is my first tour with Red Wine. And in the Czech Republic I play with a band called Druhá Trava.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, so they're good collaborators. Mm-hmm. You know, collaboration is very hard. Just having people join in doesn't make it a collaboration. You know, the collaboration is something deeper. You know, something that. And with this band, with Red Wine, in the 3-4 days we've been playing, we have made our sound has come together. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a sense of trust. Each musician trusts the other musician, and you know you can rely on the other musician. Yes. Instead of trying to do it all yourself or trying to like make it all happen. It's so like you try not to make it happen. So it will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, music will take place.
Peter, now it's time to go on stage. I want to thank you so much.
Don't you have any more questions for me?
Yes, tell us a story about Bill Monroe, all the experience. Do you remember something about him?
Yeah, I do remember something
so.
About Bill Monroe. Yeah, but most of the stories about Bill Monroe are very, very simple, sort of Zen-like stories. At one point, Bill would, you know, need someone in his band, and his banjo player would say, "Yeah, I have a friend who can, you know, he can really do the job, Bill. You ought to hire him." And Bill said, "Does he have a hat?" You know,
what's half of the?
That's it. You got to have the hat. You know.
Thank you so much. Again.
Yeah, and my pleasure. Thank you, everybody. Nice to be here.
Well, don't wait 30 years now to come back.
I'm ready. I'm
All right?
ready to come back.
Okay. Thank you.